Hey guys, summer is almost at the end, and what a beautiful summer it was. I'm not ready for it to end just yet, but I wanted to share with you some of my favorite summer scents that I wore this year. So here we go. Welcome to my channel, Kristen Rocks Frags. My name is Kristen, and it's time to talk fragrances. If this is your first time checking out my channel, please be sure to like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. So like I said, summer is almost over, and I'm not ready for it to end. But the good thing is that we'll get to start wearing those delicious, yummy, sexy scents in the cold weather. So that part is good. So, you guys ready? Here we go. So for number 10, I decided to go with an Issey Miyake, and I decided to go with the L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme Sport. Say that 5 times fast. And I really enjoyed this one. I tried this a couple years ago, actually, in Jamaica on our honeymoon, and I really enjoyed this one. It was at duty free in the airport, and we're about to head back home. And I really liked this one, but I decided to wait on it, and I'm glad I did, because I ended up getting this for a great deal on Fragrance Buy. So I'm happy to have this now in my collection. And this is just a very pleasant, clean, crisp scent. It takes that original Issey DNA and gives it a little bit more of a crisp edge to it. It adds that nutmeg in there, which I really like. So it kind of has a little bit of like a dirty citrus, if that makes sense. Almost kind of how like Terre de Hermes is beautifully clean with that slight dirty feel to it with the vetiver. And vetiver's in this one also. And overall, it's a very simple note breakdown. You got the grapefruit at the top, so it's nice and bright, a little. It kind of makes you pucker when you first spray it on, but it comes off a little bit more earthy as it dries down, a little bit spicy with that nutmeg. It has a nice leather note, so that kind of gives it some depth too, and a really nice scent. It performs pretty well for like a summer sporty kind of scent. I'd say it projects pretty well. Average length, 46 hours, but the performance is decent for what it is. So definitely check this out if you haven't. I'm really enjoying the Issey line lately. So check it out. Number 10, L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme Sport. So for number 9, I decided to go with a brand new 2022 release by Caron Perfumes, and this one is called Pour un homme de Caron, or Caron Le Matin. And this is such a beautiful summer scent. Very aromatic, crisp, very zesty. It has a lot of ginger in here. You get some nice oak moss and lavender too, so you get that kind of fougere feel, but this very modern take on a fougere. I get a lot of geranium in here, so it kind of gives it a little bit of like a minty feel, and just very zingy with that bergamot, lemon, and ginger together. And I really enjoy this one. Just really nice, very crisp, invigorating. I think this would be a perfect scent for a professional setting especially, but I really enjoyed wearing this one. They have a beautiful winter scent as well, but I wear this one quite a bit, so I'm excited to wear that in the fall and give you my thoughts on that. But yeah, this is really great scent. Definitely check it out. There isn't musk in here, but it almost gives me like a musky kind of feel too as it dries down. Yeah, really, really good. If you like the new Dior Homme Sport, there's something kind of similar to that in here a little bit. It kind of has this like an effervescence and a crispness to it that this has too. So if you like that, they don't smell exactly the same, but if you like that kind of crisp effervescence that has, I think you might like this too. So definitely check it out if you haven't. Number 9, Pour Homme de Caron le Matin. So for number 8, I decided to go with this beautiful Prada scent. It came out a couple years ago, so it's not really anything new, but it was a new discovery for me this year, so I'm glad to have added it to the collection. And I'm talking about Infusion de Vetiver. And just a gorgeous, very beautiful, clean, aromatic vetiver, very soapy. Just really classy. I really enjoy this one. If you like scents like Mugler Cologne or Original Vetiver by Creed, with that nice soapy, energetic, clean, refined take on a vetiver, this will definitely not disappoint. Really good. And this would also be a good one for the professional setting too, if you're looking for something like that in the heat. So definitely check this out. You get some beautiful bergamot in here, vetiver of course. So it's very like zingy and zesty. I must really be into the ginger thing, because there is ginger in here too. And those are like the most prominent notes that you get in here, but beautiful. So definitely check it out. Number 8, Infusion de Vetiver by Prada. So for number 7, I decided to go with a very popular summer scent. It's been around for a couple years now, and I'm guessing it's a staple in a lot of people's collections, but hey, it's a good one. So I reached for it a couple times this year. It's really, really good. And I'm talking about Dolce Gabbana's Light Blue Eau Intense. And oh, this is just so fun. It's just so, it has like this yummy crunchiness to it. So it's got the aquatic notes, of course, but beautiful, bright, citrusy opening. And you get kind of a little bit of a green, a little bit of a bitterness, and like a bit of an effervescence from the juniper in the heart. And then it gets like a nice musky base at the dry down. So pretty simple note breakdown, but it really works, really fun. This was one of the ones I brought to Naples, Florida on our trip recently, and it worked beautifully down there. So it's just one that's just really fun. It screams summer, perfect for family get-togethers. You know, definitely more casual. So you know how I just was talking about the other ones being more professional. This is more fun. Go hang out on the beach, go to a family barbecue, that kind of thing. And this is great because it performs really well, and it's just really good. It's, yeah, you get the saltiness, so you do have to make sure you like salty notes, but I don't think it's like overbearing. My husband even wears this one, and he's not really a big aquatic fan actually. So, but he likes this one. He doesn't mind it, and he doesn't seem to mind when I wear it either. So that works. So I'm sure a lot of you guys know it, but if you haven't, definitely check it out. This is a must-have for your summer rotation. So this is number 7, Light Blue Eau Intense by Dolce & Gabbana. For number 6, I had to go with the Tom Ford. There had to be a Tom Ford in this list. They always have such beautiful scents, especially I love their summer scents too. Very, refined and uplifting. So this is another one I brought to Naples, Florida with us, and I'm talking about Costa Azzurra Aqua. And this is, I love this one. So good. I love how it kind of has a little bit of a 90s feel, but it's still modern too, if that makes sense. Like I just loved those 90s freshies. I mean, I guess that's, what I grew up in, but they kind of, there's something about it that kind of sends me back to that. There's something very nostalgic about this one. But the good thing about this one, so the original was amazing, but at times it almost came off a little too briny for me. It was like, there was like a lot of driftwood in there, and it kind of had a very like briny, kind of seaweedy vibe. So I think that one actually I preferred more in the cold weather. So this one, if that might have been a little too heavy and dark for you, this kind of has a similar feel, but it's brighter, more crisp and uplifting. It doesn't really have that briny driftwood feel. So this is a little bit easier to wear. But it still has that kind of green, crisp, woody feel, because you got juniper, pine tree, pine needles, cypress. So definitely green and herbal, aromatic, that kind of thing. But you definitely have the citrus from the lemon in here. And when it dries down, you get amber and musk and labdanum. So it does ground it very nicely. I like how this has, still has some oomph like the original does, but the original did. But this kind of steps away from that kind of dark, briny. I think there might have been oud in there too. So it kind of had more of a darkness to it. This one's a little bit more fun and playful. So, but really good, perfect for a beach getaway for sure. And any time you just want to smell refined and classy and summery. So definitely check this out. Number 6, Costa Azura Aqua by Tom Ford. Okay, so we are halfway through the list, and I hope you're enjoying them so far. And so this one, for number 5, I decided to pick another scent that's been out for a while, but I finally got my hands on a bottle, and I must say I'm really enjoying this one. And I'm talking about L'Homme Idéal Sport, by Guerlain, sorry. And this is just a really fun scent. The bottle's really cool too. I like how it kind of looks patriotic with the red, white, and blue. Very cool. And so it takes the L'Homme Idéal DNA, and it still keeps that yummy almond note in there. So it has a little bit of that sweet roundness from the almond, but it gives it a very sporty feel. It has watery notes in here. It has a nice neroli note in the heart. And then as it dries down, it gets a little bit more earthy with the vetiver and patchouli. And I really like this one. I took this one on our vacation to Lake George in the spring, and this was a great one up there. And I'm really liking this one. It's just really nice. It has like a nice crispness. It just smells very fun. Another casual one. I don't think this would really work in the business setting. Maybe, because it is still clean and nice, but this comes off more fun to me and casual. Again, going out, hanging out with friends, barbecue, going out on a boat, that kind of thing. But if you really enjoy the L'Homme Idéal line, this is definitely a good one to check out. And it was a hard one because I really liked the cool also. I got that one, but I wore this one more actually. So this guy made the list. And definitely check it out if you haven't. Really fun, just a really great scent, very addicting. There's just something about it that keeps you coming back for more. I like how it's fun and easy to wear, but a little bit unique with that almond and the watery notes together. Really good. So, for number 5, L'Homme Idéal Sport by Guerlain. For number 4, I went with a classic. A lot of people enjoy this one, and you can definitely see why. And I'm talking about Allure Homme Edition Blanche by Chanel. This is another staple in people's collections. A lot of people enjoy this for summer, and it really is just so delicious. A lot of people talk about how it has that lemon meringue pie feel, and it really does. So I have the EDP version. Yep. So the EDT is the more sought after one. So I am hoping to get my hands on that at some point, but the EDP is awesome too. It's delicious and just really popular. A lot of people like this one. It's just so classy and welcoming, and I love how it's kind of fun, but it has a very refined, versatile feel to it. This one I think can work for all occasions, a date, work, going out and having fun with friends. It just has that perfect balance between something kind of yummy and fun, and something classic and sophisticated too. Just a really beautiful scent. Of course, you get your Sicilian lemon combined with the vanilla to give it that lemon meringue feel, but you get some spices in here with the pink pepper, very creamy sandalwood in here, and you get some vetiver, musk. It's grounded by some cedar. And of course you get tonka bean too, which adds to the sweetness. So I love how this is a little bit gourmand, but it's still balanced by those citruses, the lemon, there's bergamot in here too. And it's just really well balanced. It's just such a gorgeous scent, performs really well. And yeah, I really enjoy this one. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely try it. It's so good. So, Allure Homme Edition Blanche by Chanel for number 4. For number 3, I decided to go with a really nice vintage scent. And I went with Pasha Cartier, the Menthe Fraîcheur version. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but Fraîcheur Menthe. Sorry, it's a tongue twister. This thing's like a mile long, the name. And I ended up finding this bottle on eBay, so it's a little worn, but it smells awesome, really good. You get some really nice mint in here, so it takes that original DNA and it gives it a nice minty, crisp feel, but you still have your lavender, of course, the oak moss. You get a nice patchouli in here. It's a little bit earthy, but just really classy, really nice. So if you enjoy the original, I think you're gonna love this. My friend Max 40 got me hooked on this. I never even knew this existed. So I ended up finding this online and I was so happy to add it to the collection, but I love this. My husband and I wore this a good amount this summer, and this is definitely going to be a favorite for the years to come. Just really, really good. I love Pasha scents. So if you enjoy mint, definitely give this one a try. So number 4, Pasha de Cartier Fraîcheur Menthe for number 3. All right, so we're getting close. Number 2, here we go. And I went with another vintage. This one came out in 1993. And so I only wore it a couple times because I'm trying to shrine it. But man, when I wear it, it puts a smile on my face. I just feel so powerful wearing this. It's just so yummy. So here we go. Cours Fraîcheur. And oh, this is so good. So for some reason, the note breakdown, if you go to Fragrante, it's kind of strange. They left out the top notes. I don't know. But the thing with this one, so I'm sure if you haven't tried the original, it's very animalic. It's kind of, they call it the urinal cake scent. But it's like done in the sexiest way possible. So I don't want to scare you away from the original. That you definitely have to try it. It's a staple for winter. It's amazing. And a friend of mine got me hooked on the summer version. So with this, it has a similar DNA to the original. So the original has civet in there. This one doesn't. So this kind of has a similar feel, but minus that really dark animalic kind of urine-y feel. So don't be scared. This one is a lot more wearable and more inviting. But oh, it's so good. It's just it's still bold and manly like the original, but they took away that animalic feel, like I was saying. And this stuff performs killer on a summer day, but it's not overwhelming. So 2-3 sprays, you're set for the whole day, lasts you all day, and it's just so sexy. I mean, this is an EDT too, and it's crazy the quality of scents, the way it's changed, but yeah, just like music, right? The old stuff, gotta love the old stuff, right? Right, that's the foundation it was all built on, So this stuff is just so good. So this is definitely not for the faint of heart though. This is more for a mature nose. I happen to just really like those manly, powerful vintage scents. So you definitely gotta be into that kind of style. But oh, it's just so classy, so yummy, so bold, so addicting. And like at the heart, you get some fun notes like pineapple, and in the heart, it gets a little bit earthy with the patchouli and vetiver, but still has a bit of a zestiness with the ginger going on. Like I said, they don't say what the top notes were, but the top comes off almost like a little bit minty to me. Just very crisp, aromatic. It's just really good. So if you weren't a fan of the original chorus and you felt it was a little too you know, animalic and bold, definitely check this out. It takes away the animalic feel and just leaves you with that bold, manly scent. So really, really good. So that's my number 2, Course Fraîcheur. Okay, you guys ready for number 1? Here we go. So this is one I'd never really heard of. My friend Max 40 turned me onto this scent. So when I tried his, I had to get a bottle. Like on the way home, I was looking for one. I just love this one. And here we go. So this is by Paul Zilleri, and it's called Colonia Purissima. And this came out in 2010, so an older one. It's been out for a while. Can't believe I missed out on it because it is fantastic. So, oh, it's so good. Man, I love this. So it kind of reminds me of, you know, Eau Sauvage or something like that, or maybe like an Acqua di Parma, one of the Colonias. It kind of has that, like maybe a Colonia Intensa, something in that world, very aromatic and classy, but it's kind of like zesty too, because you get bergamot, you get some florals in the heart. It gets a little bit of a mintiness in the heart from the geranium too. It gets kind of musky and earthy in the dry down, but it's zesty with that grapefruit. I love the opening of this. Oh man, it's so good. Man, it has a beautiful tea note in here too, just very comforting and welcoming. It makes you feel like I should be walking, you know, walking around Rome or something like that. It definitely makes you feel like you should be walking around Italy and just smelling refined with a beautiful white dress on or white polo, something, you know. And oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This smells very just refined, kind of more on the formal side. It's just so classy, but I think it is, you know, I think it can work well on a man or a woman. It's just delicious. Yeah, this is definitely one of my new favorites. I'm so thankful Max got me hooked on this one, because the bottle's really cool too, kind of unusual looking, and I definitely have to explore more of this line because it's just really gorgeous, very just very classy, refined. Definitely has that Italian feel for sure, and this is a must-try if you like those kind of classy, somewhat old school aromatic kind of scents. Like I said, Eau Sauvage, Colonia Intensa, that kind of thing. It's just really, really good. So that's my number 1. And so what did you think of my list? Did you like it, love it, or hate it? Definitely let me know what your favorite designer scents were for this summer. I'd love to hear. It's my favorite time of year. I love the summer. But we'll be ready. We'll get ready and start wearing those delicious, sexy scents to warm us up through the colder months ahead. So thank you so much for joining me. Definitely check out our sale and clearance section on our website, perfume.com. We got bigger discounts than even my 12% off coupon code KRF12. So don't forget to use that too on your checkout. But there's some great discounts on in the sale and clearance section, so don't forget to check that out. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day of smelling good.